Okay, ji, Assalamualaikum everyone. This is Ali Mohammed Sheikh. I'll be starting a new topic today, that is inventory valuation. So let's start it. Inventory, also known as goods, or you can also call it stocks. But in exam, try to use the word inventory, which is now widely used across the world. To value inventory, we follow International Accounting Standard number 2, which tells us how to value inventory in our financial statements. Okay, so the standard says that inventory should be valued in books, should be valued in our books at lower of. Acha, what lower of? That is number one, cost of that particular inventory, or number two, its net realizable value. So what is net realizable value? That after incurring the selling cost, how much the value of the inventory from your sales. So the formula we use here is that selling price of that particular commodity deducting cost to sell. The answer which you are going to get is called NRV, net realizable value. The standard says that whatever the lower figure is, cost or NRV, we have to follow the lower of figure. Let's take an example to explain this further. Let's say the cost of an item is $200. Okay. The selling price of that particular item is $275. I'm not discussing cost to sell over here. So if we follow the standard says that inventory should be valued at lower of cost and NRV. If we have only selling price, so it would be considered at the net realizable value. And if we follow the standard, the lower of figure is cost right now. So we will value inventory in our books at cost. That is example number 1. Let's take in another example, example number 2. Cost of an item is $200. Selling price of the particular item is $275, and then you have decided to repackage the inventory in order to create more persuasiveness in consumers to buy. So let's say the repackaging cost incurred is $50. So now you have to calculate the NRV of this particular item. The solution would be number 1, cost, that is $200. Number B, net realizable value, selling price minus cost to sell. In my example, the selling price is $275 and repackaging cost, which can be considered at cost to sell, as cost to sell, that is $50. We are getting an NRV of $225. Okay. Now if we follow the standard says that inventory should be valued at lower of cost or NRV. Over here again the cost is lower. Okay. So lower of figure between these two, NRV and cost, NRV is lower. So we would again value our inventory at cost. Let's take in another example. Example number 3. Cost of inventory is $200. Selling price is $275. And now repackaging cost is $75, and you have also decided to transport that particular item to another area in order to create more sales. So let's say the transportation charges are $50. Okay. So these two particular items, repackaging and transportation cost, can be considered as and will be considered as cost to sell. तो यहाँ पे दोनों को मिला के हो जाता है फिर 75 plus 50, it's $125. So now when we calculate NRV, solution would be cost $200 and NRV over here will become selling price minus cost to sell, that is $275 minus $125. So you will get 275 minus 75 minus 50, that is $150. So now if we follow the standard, the lower of figure is NRV. So now we shall record our inventory in our books at a valuation of $150. So that is an easy concept of valuing inventory. You have to just follow the standard which is given to us by accounting bodies that says that inventory should be valued in our books at lower of cost or NRV. To explain it further, we can consider different questions to solve. In order to explain it better कि आपने एग्जाम में इसको कैसे solve करना है, how to solve it in exam. So I'm stopping over here, and in another video we are going to solve two different questions to explain this further. Thank you.